All right, let's get this over with. Yeah, I'm going to talk about rates real quick. And then the impact of these tariffs. And the secret to a trade deal. Yeah, as expected, the policy interest rate has stayed the same. It's been this way since tariffs were imposed. I don't understand. Aren't these tariffs bad for the economy? Don't we need to drop rates to help the economy? Yes, we do. But this expert says the problem is core inflation. Yes, this expert says the price of goods are moving back up because of the trade war, and core inflation in Canada has been around 3 for the last several months. Man, is there something that we could do to drop the core inflation in the wake of these tariffs? Oh, right, yeah, we can cut the interest rate because that's also in the core inflation. Yeah, you know, the interest rate that's been top of the chart, leading inflation for the last, well, almost 3 years? Yeah, that. So the core inflation is high because the interest rate is high, and they want to keep the interest rate high to somehow bring the core inflation down. Okay. Oil prices remain elevated as traders brace for volatile week. Yeah, the end of the week is the August 1st deadline on these tariffs. There's all these different rate announcements. The U.S. rate announcement is coming up. And some people are happy that these trade deals have been signed. Oil did this yesterday. That's where it was on Friday. That's where it is now. And of course, when oil goes up, gasoline goes up. That's where gasoline was on Friday. That's where it is now. If you're wondering why gasoline is expensive, there you go. Yeah, I know. Terrible timing with a long weekend coming. Now, remember, when tariffs went in place, it was because Trump wanted to bring work back to the United States. Trump's plan to boost U.S. automakers is squeezing them instead. Not going to plan. What's going on? Well, these trade deals put a 15% tariff on vehicles coming from offshore, so from Europe and Japan. 15% tariff. But if you're building a car in the U.S., well, the aluminum is tariffed very high. The steel is tariffed very high. Components that come from offshore, very high. So even though the car is made domestically, there's still a lot of tariffs to be paid, and it's more tariffs than the foreign automakers are paying. In other words, it's a terrible idea to invest in the United States and build a car there. You're way better off building a car offshore. When these tariffs started, I said that they were just a tax transfer. This had nothing to do with jobs. And it was not going to end up creating more jobs in the U.S. There you go. Anything else? Well, if you want a trade deal, buy American LNG. Yeah, because these trade deals all have LNG attached to them. This Japanese trade deal, LNG involved. The European trade deal, LNG involved. So much LNG, in fact, that it's more than the United States can provide. Why hasn't Canada reached a deal with the United States? Could it be because we have our own LNG? Mr. Global was talking about this. How is the United States supposed to satisfy these deals? The United States can't produce enough energy to meet the requirements of each one of these deals. These tariffs aren't going away. These trade deals, probably not even worth the paper they're written on. And the chaos is going to continue until something breaks.